As a teacher, when we go to the class, we always find some time between two topics. There may be a logical break, or we may find that the students are not so interactive, particularly post lunch sessions. So in these circumstances, there are a few tools that helps the teachers to keep the classes more interactive. So I'm going to talk about one of such tools, which is called as QUIZZIZ. This is a tool which is very interactive and it doesn't require any time for a teacher to be prepared. It is very instantaneous to post any interactions. So let's see this tool, how this can be useful in the classroom. The first one is about this is the interface. You can create a lot of stuff. I'll show you a couple of them. First one, you can see when you click on the create, you can see assessment, lesson, interactive video, comprehension, and flashcard. So let's see how to create a lesson from this template which is already available. You can create a new lesson by either importing slides or from scratch. So let me show you how to create from the scratch. So this is the interface. You can see here you have QUIZZIZ library, text, media, elements. You can add anything as you wish. You want to add it in your slides. So I'm just giving a name for my lesson as an operating system. So you choose your topic depending on your choice. Now you can see the options filtered by the grade. It starts from grade 1 up to the professional level. I'm choosing the university level, and you see instantaneously there are several questions already in the database of the QUIZZIZ, which is shown up there. You choose whichever is more relevant, and according to your time availability, you choose one of them. So I have chosen a few questions which is as part of this slides. You can see here that has been automatically added, and you can also see what type of questions you want by dragging down the options here. There are several types of questions available. So I have chosen the multiple choice questions, which naturally the students like it. And then you also can decide how much marks you want to give for each questions and what is the time duration you would like to give for each questions. In terms of seconds or minutes, it's all given at the top. You can set up one of them. And you can see here, I have added a few questions into my slides. Let me show you how to publish it. You can either preview just to have your own view. In the sense, this will show how the students can see your questions. So this is how the participants' view will be looking like. I have about 16 questions in my lesson, and you can see one by one it has been displayed over there. Yeah, the questions and the possible answers are given here. If you want to click on the show answers, it will give you the answers according to what is correct and what is wrong. Now I choose a process is a program in execution and see if the result is correct. So before you post any questions as a teacher, you can validate this. And if you want to publish, click on the publish on the top right, and you can give a name for this. And once it is published, the students will be able to go through this lesson and the quizzes instantaneously. So I'm publishing it so that anyone can use it in case if you have edited this. And if you want to customize by giving an image, you can do that. So I'm just giving one small thumbnail so that people will understand what this lesson all about. Right? That makes sense for an operating system. And now my lesson is ready with the questions that I have posted. So it says 15 practice questions, and all of them are multiple choice. If I want my students to take this quiz in the class, I can click on the start new. I can click on the start now, and you can see here the start button. Once you press the start button, you will be given a link with a QR code or a number code which is about 6 digits. You can show that in your class. The students will be able to join from their mobile phone. You also have the link which you can copy in case if you are taking any online classes. You can share this and the students will be able to join. Since I don't have any participants here, it shows an intimation that there is no participants. Once you are done with the quiz, you can immediately see the results here, class performance. You can immediately understand what is the understanding of the students in the class with respect to this quiz. So this is one part of the quizzes which is very interesting and very dynamic. The second part, I'm going to create an assessment from generate with AI option. You can see here, you can actually upload the materials or you can text or give a prompt, what type of assessment you want. So I'm giving a prompt to create a few questions from a topic of data structures. Excuse me for the typo. And you just click on the continue, you'll be able to see the different questions being generated according to your prompt. It has generated questions. It's less than a minute. It generates the questions from the available pool with respect to your prompt. So now we have got 10 questions from the data structures topic. All are multiple choice. You can see here the right answers, wrong answers, everything is there. Please validate before you host the quiz. Now you can host it as you have hosted the lesson plan. You can filter it according to the choices, according to your grade, according to the number of questions, languages, anything as you wish. So if you want to add more questions, you can do it so by filtering out more options, more questions from the available pool of questions. So now I have generated 20 more questions and added into the existing pool of questions. So now I've got instantaneously 30 questions from the topic data structures. Now I can enhance this quiz by adding few more questions. Again, I can give a prompt, particularly if I want to add any more questions. So again, I'm giving 3 more questions and then adding into the existing 30 pool of questions. Now we got about 33 questions in my assessment. So all of them are generated in less than a minute. Now each question is 1 point, so we have got 33 points. So if you still want to enhance, if you want to still add, you have so many other options to add questions from whatever options I have shown into your assessment. So now I believe these questions are more than enough to engage your students for a minimum of 15 minutes, assuming that each question can go for 30 seconds. Or if you want to conduct a full-fledged quiz, you can keep 1 minute so that 30 plus minutes are guaranteed to engage your students in the class. You have a limit in case if you are using the free account. It says 3 out of 10 per month is allowed to generate using the QUIZZIZ AI. Otherwise, you can use the existing pool of questions. Right, let me publish the quiz now. Anyone who has the account in QUIZZIZ to access this quiz. Now the quiz is published. Again, it's available for anyone. You can see here assessment created by so and so, what level, and then you can start the quiz in case if you want to host it to your students. Right? So now it is getting hosted, and you can see here I'm clicking on the start so that it will generate the QR code and the students can immediately join to your test in the class in no time. So they either have to use a QR code or they can use the join code to join into your assessment. So it says waiting for participants. You can literally see the names of the students once they join here. So you can start once the participants are available. The next part of the quizzes is in terms of the interactive video. I'm going to show you how to use the interactive video to create an assessment from an existing YouTube video. So you have library plus YouTube plus your own video, you can add it into this. Anyways, I'm using an existing YouTube video. So I can also find out from the library which obviously is given in the next window. You can choose one of them. So I'm giving a basic video just to understand the foundation of computer science. So let's see how this comes through. Now you can see that the YouTube video has been integrated into your screen.
Who invented the QWERTY keyboard?
Questions from the existing foundation of computer science.
Who invented the QWERTY keyboard?
So you can see here, you can play, you can see the interactions are already there.
Options are A. Samuel W. Soule, B. Christopher Latham Scholes, C. Henry Mill, and D. Charles Babbage. Answer is option B. Christopher Latham Scholes. What was the first internet search engine? What was the first internet search engine? Options are A. Yahoo, B. Google, C. Archie, and D. Lycos. Size of the IPv6 address. Options are A. 16 bits, B. 32 bits, C. 64 bits, and
so
D.
the numbers that you see
128
below
bits.
the play bar
Answer is option D.
the
128
point of
bits.
interactions in the video.
Who developed the C programming language? Options are.
So now you can see here how we can add up more activity into this. So I'm going to start. There's not much I have added. So it's available now. As usual, the students can join using the QR code or the 6-digit joining code. So once they start joining, you can play this interactive video. Wherever there is an interaction point, it will allow the students to answer. Until then, they can watch the video. So let's see, I join from a mobile phone using this QR code, and how it appears in the student's mobile phone also has been shown here in the screen, which is coming up on the right side. So you can see here I've joined as a student 1 from my mobile phone, and the mobile screen is going to be shown now. Right, so this is a video which the teacher is playing. Now this has to be seen by the student in their mobile phone when the teacher is playing. And you also can see there are dots at the play bar below the video that shows the point of interactions. That means that there are some questions being displayed. And now you can see what is on the right side is the mobile screen. So it says the video will play on teacher screen. Please focus on the teacher screen. So I'm just forwarding it to the point of interaction. You can see here now there's a question being displayed. The student has to now answer. Now the question is also displayed in the the teacher's display. Now you can see how it appears both in teachers as well as the student screen. So now they have to answer. As soon as they answer, the teacher's screen will show the answer, and how many students have answered the correct answer, the percentage will be shown here. So this is the next question. Again, it is going to be shown in the student's mobile also. Right. So again, the questions and the answers are displayed in your teacher screen, and also in the mobile screen for the students it says whether it's correct or wrong. So by this means the students are more engaged in the class. So if you are having time, if you think that you have to make the students engage in the class when they feel really bored, this is one of the best ways to engage them. Thanks for watching.